Yo, what's going on, guys? It's your boy Ethan, back to you more with the Road to Legend and Draft Day Sports College Basketball 2022. This is going to be our second year with South Carolina. I'm going to go ahead and end this season, but we have a great recruiting class coming in, and we had a really tough first year, 17 and 15. Got invited to the third tier CIT, got a win and lost, doesn't even matter. We have a great top 50 recruit coming in as a center. He's a beast, but the problem is we already have a beast center. So we really need to try and grab some guards in the transfer portal and stuff like that. So let's hope for a great second year. I'm going to pause it, guys. I'll see you at the transfer portal. All right, guys, here we are at the start of the new season. Let's get through these emails. We have 5 scholarships. Wow, so we're going to be losing a lot. This team's going to be completely mine in no time. So we landed a top 50 recruiting class. That's pretty good for South Carolina compared to the 300th that we've gotten from the last coach. So a lot of strides. I haven't looked at the roster yet. I'm going to buy my report. I want to see what they suggest. Yep, just a premium Southeast. I agree. We're just going to recruit in the South. Thankfully, there's a lot of talent in the South to be had, so let's go ahead and get through it. Guys, I'm going to pause it. I will see you guys at the transfer portal. We'll take a look at our roster and see what we need to bring in to have a better season. We were so close to being good, but I don't think we had all the pieces. We inherited decent pieces, but I think this year will be a little bit different. So I will see you guys at the transfer portal. Alrighty, guys, here we are at the transfer portal. First week, let's take a look at if we have any transfers. We certainly do. Brent Smith, too much competition. He was a forward. I don't know if he was a small forward or power forward. Don't really care, but that's another scholarship for us to work with. Wasn't a great player anyways. Wasn't one of my recruits. Hope you find a home, brother. Let's take a look at the roster. Let's identify our roster needs. Point guard, 100%. Point guard and shooting guard. We need guards. We have no guards. Look at Bob Hicks, though, coming in as a beast. 4.5. I was more happy with Max Weaver, but maybe Bob is the man. We'll see once we get a second look at their ratings. We'll see when we get a second look at their ratings, but we might have like a 3-headed monster here at center. I mean, these guys are going to be a problem. Rashad, he should be able to hold up, but small forward, I do like Earl Walker. He should be able to get the job done. He got the job done in high school. I think he can get the job done for us. Shooting guard and point guard, huge need right now. So, guys, I'm going to take a look at the magazine. I'm going to identify some targets we can go after. Guys, I'm only going to target shooting guards and point guards. There's no need for power forwards, small forward, centers. All of that is locked down for us. That is our strength with our centers. We have 3 centers who can play. 2 of them can play power forward. We have a great power forward already. We have good small forward. We don't have great small forward depth. I'll give you that. We have such good depth at center that one of the power forwards can be the depth for the small forward, and we just use our centers as power forwards. We have so much leeway. We just need guards. If we can get guards, I think we could be a very, very competitive team this year. So, guys, I will see you when I identify some targets, and I'll let you know who we're going after. All right, guys, this is going to be my first week offer at point guard. He was the AAC Freshman of the Year. Can't go wrong with somebody who wins Freshman of the Year. He's probably looking to go up in level. We'll see. He was at AAC. You want to come to a low school, SEC school. So we only have 2 scholarships, is what I realized. So we're gonna need 1 and 1, or we're gonna need some really good guards. Like, we really need these guards to play out and be pretty good. We really need them to be able to hold the fort. So I did scout a good bit. There was one guy in here who had my attention. I forget where he was. I'm not sure on shooting guard, honestly, and I've scouted, so I'm honestly going to hold on to the scholarship. We're going to send. We'll see if we generate any interest, guys. Alright, so we didn't get anybody. That's okay. Now I'm going to come back in here and we're going to evaluate who we scouted, see if there's anybody that we want to go after, and then who else we need to scout just in case it doesn't come through. I do see, looks like we might have some decent options. Let's take a look. Let's take a look at point guard first, sorting by points per game. I see this guy from Cincy. He is interested now, and he's a B player. You figure freshman of the year, they are pretty good, right? So again, I apologize if you guys hear music. I am recording on the same day where I had my neighbors throw a party as well. I'm still recording, and I wanted to keep it going. So questionable work ethic I don't like, injury prone I don't like, but we don't really have a choice, right? He just sprained his wrist, nothing crazy. I think this guy just wanted to move up in level. We're gonna give him the offer still, and we're gonna look at point guards. This guy also from Northwestern could be a good option in case there's no good shooting guards, but I would like a pure shooting guard. I did look at this guy from Houston as well. He is a beast. He has a defender badge. Wow, I'll have to keep that in mind. He is disliked, wants to play. He's not friendly, but I mean the dude can ball, so he plays good defense. He's probably on a stacked Houston roster and just like couldn't deal with it. Let's go ahead and take a look at any amazing point guards. We got a C player here. Decent. Sun Belt first team. Wonder if it'll translate. It could, and we have time to develop him. It's an interesting option. I see a couple B players here, and I'm in the top 5 as well for some of them. This guy from Utah. Keep scrolling, see if I see anybody. I kind of like that, right? The guy from Utah who's already interested in me. Where was that? Here, shooting guard. Brooks McCarthy. Great outside shooter, almost maxed. Good rebounder. Hits the shot when he's open. He's a senior. He knows motion. This guy can be the bridge in the gap. I would kind of like a more permanent solution, so that's why I'm going to take a look at this guy. But it's like also, we're also in this dude's top. So do you take the chance, or do you go for some guy like this who could develop and kind of be here more long term? I kind of want the guy to be here a little bit more long term. I don't want to have to keep, I don't mind doing this every year. It's a risk. It really is a risk. You know what? I think I'm going to go with this guy because he's interested right now. He can help us right now. Oof. It's tough because this guy it's like a building block. He's better. All right, guys, I'm going to go with the guy as a building block. I'm going to try and convince him to come. We're going to leave this guy. Hopefully he doesn't commit to Georgia Southern. If he does, oh well. But we'll keep scouting shooting guards, and remember we had a couple nice backup point guard options as well. So I will see you guys, and we'll see if any of them commit. Alright guys, I'm going to take a risk here. We have a lot of power forwards, and this guy is just like the least quality power forward out of them all. He's a 1-star, and we already have 2 good seniors and a nice freshman that came in, right? This guy's going to be around hopefully. I think I'm going to take a chance and cut him. It could hurt prestige. We're at 38. It might drop to like 36 or 35, but it's honestly the same. South Carolina is going to be built on in-state players and transfers, and there's a really good power forward or point guard in the transfer portal that has a ball magician attribute, like the specialty, and that's huge, and we really need point guard. Let's see. Yes, so sometimes you can cut somebody and it stays the same. So like even if you cut somebody, it stays the same. But if I go and cut somebody else right now, it'll probably decrease. But that gives me another scholarship offer. I was going through and scouting point guards just in case the one doesn't commit, and I just saw an absolute stud of a point guard that we could grab. Because our point guard is super important. And if you could just have another point guard as a shooting guard, that does the job pretty well. But I'll show you. It was this guy from Southern Cal. He has the ball playmaker ability, 95 passing, 95 outside shooting. I mean, that is incredible. Doesn't play defense that well, but I mean, 95 passing. This guy makes plays, man. This guy is an elite playmaker. So we're gonna go ahead and offer him a scholarship. Now he does have a lot of interest, but there's other schools like this guy from Houston. I could probably pick him up instead. He has a defender badge. Maybe I should go for this guy. It's a little bit more realistic, huh? This guy just plays amazing defense, right? Like, this guy is going to shut down opposing players. It's a tough call. There's also this guy from Northwestern who's basically the same thing. Not as elite, but maybe better in other categories. Wants to play. It's a tough call, guys, but I think I am happy to have this other scholarship. This guy's going to have a lot of schools after him. I think I'm going to go with this guy from Houston, and I'm going to scout some more dudes, and I will see if they committed. I'll see you guys there. All right, guys, so we're on week 3. We get 2 commits. We get Mark Graham and Andre Tucker. So let's take a look at those guys really quick. I don't remember who they were. So Mark Graham was he from Houston? No, he's from Cincinnati. So this is going to be our point guard of the future. 4-star, 4.5-star potential. Hopefully he doesn't drop, but he is going to be our starter. He expects starting minutes. You have the skills to be the starter here. Now we are looking. Okay, Andre Tucker was the shooting guard. I think he's a little bit below what I want. I thought he was going to be better. He's 2.5 out of 4. Maybe we can get a better look at him, but it's decent. So now we need more depth at guard. We need either another point guard or another shooting guard. Andre Tucker, I was hoping he would pan out better, but let's see. Let's just go for best available guard, and we'll have them both play, because I think small forward, power forward, center, that's such a strength for us. We just need a guard that isn't going to completely let us down. We have a B player in this Northwestern guy apparently still. I like it. He wants to play. I like his stats. This might be my man. And the thing is nobody's really paying him interest. Like, he would much rather come to South Carolina than these schools, right? And what is he, a sophomore? 4.0, yeah, you have to have a 4.0 to be able to get in Northwestern. Let's take a look at shooting guard. No B players in terms of scouting anywhere up here, but this guy who's a C player can develop solid minutes. Put the ball in the bucket. You know what? I kind of want to go double point guard. I think double point guard will be really good with the team full of 3 centers who can absolutely ball. Let's give it to this guy and see if he commits. Not even going to scout other people. Let's just have him commit to the school. Nobody was really even interested in him. And there he comes, Chris West commit. So guys, I think cutting that power forward really helps our depth look what it does to our point guard depth. Really helps it. This guy's they're both gonna play guard positions. Andre Tucker might come off the bench, but we really improved ourselves at guard. We have 2 quality point guards. We're waiting for this guy to get out of here. We don't want this guy on the team. I wanted him to transfer, but he's actually enjoying being on the like a seat warmer. Maybe because he knows he doesn't really belong on this team. Can't really cut him. I don't want to lose more prestige. But, you know, I think we have a solid roster. I think we have a much better roster than we did last season, and we'll see if it brings any better results. I mean, our starting lineup should be close to full of 5-star or 4-star players. So, and a couple of them have 4.5-star potentials, and they're young too. Like, Malik Hayes is a senior, but Matt Weaver is easily going to come in and challenge. Our bench is really good. So I like where the team's going, guys. I'm going to sim through the rest of these transfers, and we'll go ahead and get into regular recruiting. And you guys know how I do regular recruiting. I don't have to explain it. All right, guys, here we are at the start of recruiting, and it looks like it updated mostly for our scouting, and it looks pretty good. I mean, our players are solid. Great power forward depth. Great freshmen who I believe in. Two great freshman centers. I mean, absolute stud. This guy's already a stud. Well, what's going to be hardest for him not to transfer out? And this was our transfer at one time. Oh wow, he made second team all conference. Wow, I didn't even notice that from us. Way to go, man. I mean, he played really well for us. I don't know how we keep this guy off the court. But then also, like, what about our freshmen? Like, we got to keep our freshmen happy. It's going to be really intriguing. This guy's probably going to have to back up the small forward, but we also brought Earl Walker, who's good. He's already kind of maxed out, though. He doesn't have a lot of potential. He's already got game. And then Andre Tucker. Solid player, can score, can shoot, everything pretty averagely. But honestly, both these point guards, Chris is going to probably start, and so is the other dude. They got great passing and outside shooting, good ball handling. Mark Graham, definitely. You're in it, man. You're gonna be in there. You are my main target. Alrighty, guys. Let's go ahead and we can delete these emails, and I'll show you guys who I put on my board and watch list. Got Southeast Premium Report, and we'll come to interested players. Again, just probably like the same 10 kind of groups of people who are interested. These aren't the recruits that we want. If these are the recruits that I have to choose from, then we ain't doing these dudes. We are gonna save a lot of these for transfers. I picked up much better transfers. But there's some decent players from South Carolina. I don't think we're getting any 5-star players. Probably not gonna happen, but 4 stars. This guy doesn't have the GPA, unfortunately. 2.4 isn't gonna make it. Not at a B academic school. 940, 2.4. That's cutting it. As much as I want to go for him, you know what? I don't really have anything to lose. If he doesn't qualify, I just get the scholarship back. So I had a couple of these 3 stars too. So these guys got good GPA. Skip the 2.0, 2.4, 2.0. Yeah. Put a couple of these guys on. Add a couple of more of these interested recruits. 30 people is good enough, guys. I'm going to recruit these dudes, and we'll see how it goes. I'll give you the highlights like I always do, and we'll see who we end up getting. Alright, guys, I wanted to bring you in for an update on recruiting. This guy was easily in the top 5 at Memphis, which is our region. He's going to be a very sought-after recruit. He's from South Carolina. I don't see why we don't offer him a scholarship and give him a chance. He wants to go to Clemson. He probably wants to go to a big school. He cares about facilities. He cares about location, playing time. We got all that. He doesn't really care about being in the SEC. Academics. Let's see how much his parents matter. Harold Williams. He's going to be huge. Cares about, we got good academics, man. We got everything you need. We just got our facilities upgraded. Check. We are in South Carolina. Check. We got good academics. Check. I'm going to go after this guy hard as hell. He is our main offer. If we get this guy, we are going to turn this program around so quick, but it's going to be very competitive for this dude. And I will bring you guys right back. I found our backup option in case it doesn't work out. This guy's a top 10 player as a power forward. You get a scholarship, man. You're from South Carolina. You're a top 10 player. You care about location. That's all I need to hear, man. I'll give you a chance. I'm looking at my roster, and I don't know how many power forwards I'm losing. I am losing 2 power forwards, so it does make sense to go after power forward and small forward, build depth. But I also know to go after guard, and like I can shuffle around these positions a little bit and maybe grab a guard or something like that to develop a freshman. But we'll see. I like what we got, and I like having options in the transfer portal. So those 2 power forwards are our main recruits. If anyone else is like interesting, I'll let you guys know, but those are our main dudes. Alright, guys, here we are, September 11th. We're at in-homes. I'm going to go to the guys that I still offered, both power forwards. They are getting hot on other teams, very, very hot. So I'm going to talk to these guys about our new facilities that we just put in. And this dude's from South Carolina, man. You got to come play for us. We're going to go pitch this guy on location, man. You can't go leave South Carolina, man. You can't be number 1 on that and not come play for us. Come on, dog. So we got those two, and I didn't really, I'll be honest with you guys, I didn't really find anybody else to go for. Honestly, I want to go for one of these top recruits. I'm going to make like a Hail Mary pitch here, and we'll see if we can make any progress with them. Say, hey, come play for South Carolina. I really doubt we're going to make any progress on them, but we're going to give it a damn shot. Let's see if we land any of these guys. Okay, here we are. We got one decision from Tony. He really impressed us. It looks like he might be coming. He has come. So we did get Tony, who was the top 10, and he was our backup option, and we soared up his list. We really convinced him. He's like, yeah, why the hell am I going to leave South Carolina? You guys have great facilities. You're right here. You got everything I can accomplish there. So Ricky, he was cool. Ricardo, I said something, and it really hit home with him, but we're still not hot. So Ricky, I can't see him here. Harold, yes, we're number 1. Let's go visit. Tell them about the new facilities and being here, man. Yes, we're gonna get both power forwards, and we might have a chance at one of these guards. Did we go up? He goes. He wants to. Yeah, this guy went to Alabama. Yeah, we're not gonna make it up this guy's list, huh? What does he care about? No, tell me. Talk to me, man. You care about facilities? How much is that location is helping? Prestige. How much do you care about that prestige? Come on, let me know, man. Don't hang up on me. Alright, let's see. That's good enough for me. Let's give him the scholarship. Give him a chance to commit. He's probably not coming here. I'll give him the location pitch again. Other than that, I don't think we want anyone else. This guy was okay. I saw him. He was decent. I guess I'll give him a little visit. But we got all of our guys, right? Basically. We're visiting this dude already. Visiting him. Probably not going to get him. But if we can get the two power forwards, honestly, that's good enough for me. And then I can use these on transfers. This guy, yeah, I don't think there was just anyone else that was really worth it. I was looking at like shooting guard. It would have had to been this dude. But other than that, nobody else really kind of like piques my interest. Like this guy, maybe he's a top player, but he didn't do well in the camps, and he would be like a development project. And honestly, I'd rather get somebody from the transfer. So I'll show you guys the scheduling right now. Oh wow! Thank you, athletic director, for the home games. It's gonna be a tough little game against Gonzaga. We ain't gonna win that, but whoo! Thank you. We go just to Vermont, and we got all home games. Thank you very much, athletic director. We will take that. Thank you very much. That's going to help us with our goals and to actually showcase against bad teams what this good team can do. You know, we need these wins because the SEC is so brutal, man. If the SEC wasn't so brutal, so Harold Williams does come, we wouldn't need to schedule such bad opponents, but we need to. So he's not coming here. He decided to go to St. Mary. Makes sense. He wants to come here, and when I visit NFC, so when I visit someone, I make a pretty decent effect, but I don't think I need any more centers, man. So he does come play. We have two power forwards. Malik, I guess, but like look at the backups that we have. Yeah, no thanks. And we just pulled in two more power forwards. Yeah, we're gonna be fine. I would much rather have a guard in the transfer portal. So we get a top 100 player and top 150 player. Our recruiting classes are getting better. We really had to convince this guy to come here. So we beat out Clemson, which is good. When you beat out Clemson for your in-state recruits, it's always good. We beat out Clemson here too. Clemson would love to have both of these guys, and we're the ones who get them. Now, I don't know what that does on this scale in recruiting. We're a 10. We don't have that many recruits, so we can't take our class too seriously. But wow, Purdue, 3 5-stars, and it's over 100 points worth. Wow. I mean, they get the number 1 player. I mean, that helps. You get the number 1 player. Probably going to do that. So we have a top 30 recruiting class for right now, but that's likely to change. All right, guys, that's it for us for recruiting. I'm going to pause it. I'm going to sim through the rest of this. We got through transfer portal and recruiting in about 25 minutes, and we'll be at the start of the regular season. We're on good time. All right, guys, here we are at the start of the season. All right, we got Mark Graham here. He was the transfer from Cincinnati. He's obviously our starting point guard. And I went with Chris West, the transfer from Northwestern, who was also a point guard. I wanted to put him in there. He has great outside shooting, great free throws, good passing, good rebounding, can play decent defense, I guess. It was either him or Andre Tucker, who plays a little bit better defense but doesn't have as elite a shooting. And I wanted more passers on the floor as well. I went with Earl Walker, the freshman. I think he's good enough, and he's a good enough forward to get the job done. Rashad Postel, the senior, he's knows the sets. He plays everything all around really well. He averaged 10 and 7 basically last season. And then here was the hard part because three centers is really hard to pick between, right? But I went with Malik Hayes still. This guy is maxed out on potential, but I mean, he was a second team all conference SEC. How can I put this guy on the bench? You know, this guy gets a lot of work done. Now, you do compare him to like Max Weaver, and Max Weaver basically has the exact same stat line right now. But then you even look at somebody like Bob Hicks, who's really developed, and he has potential to be even better. Like, should he be starting? It's really hard to decide. But ultimately, I went with the better defensive ability, inside shooting, good rebounding, and he's been there for us before. These guys, they don't want starter minutes, they want solid minutes. Bob Hicks, he wants solid minutes. They're getting minutes. They're getting good minutes. They're going to come in and play when people get in foul trouble. They're going to be the main 6th and 7th man. Everybody else is just doing their job. Andre Tucker transferred in. He's going to play. And then we got the remainder of the squad that was given to me. So we have a small forward who's going to play a couple point guard minutes. So that should be fine. But I like our roster. I want to see where they have us predicted to finish from this magazine. It gives me a good idea of where we're at. So let's look at the season preview for the SEC. Kind of right in the middle. Yeah, they're not sure what we're gonna be. We're not on the top side, but we're not on the bottom side. So it's interesting. I really like our roster. I like our chances with this depth. I'm gonna have to really look at the games and see if the backup centers are doing better than the starter, and if I have to make any adjustments. But we have a lot of home games as well, so we should get the job done. I think I really just want my centers to not transfer this year. So, but I also want to give us the best chance to win, which I think Malik does. Even though he's going to be gone next year, I think he gives us the best chance to win this year. So I think it would be doing us injustice to not let him play. But this guy is just as good, man, and he can develop. And same with this guy. Like, I feel like I'm making a mistake, but I trust my gut. All right, guys, let's see here. We have a really easy schedule, actually. I mean, we have so many home games. So let's see. We have 5 home games in November. 5-0 or 4-1. Anything below that's unacceptable. Alrighty, guys, welcome back. Great start to the season. 5-0, like we're supposed to be. When you play at home against bad teams, you're supposed to win, right? Closer first game than normal, but other than that, we've been taking care of business. Let's take a look at the pie chart and see who's been really. Oh my goodness, Matt Weaver off the bench is good, but Malik Hayes, I'm glad I put him in. Rashad, Earl, Chris West is big. Mark Graham's big. I like our bench. I think it was good to put Malik Hayes in. He is the better player overall right now. I mean, and look, in 14 and 7, we get rewarded. Bob Hicks. Hopefully he doesn't get mad. He might transfer. That would be really unfortunate. But Matt Weaver, is he happy? Yeah, he's getting 12 and 3 a game. Hopefully their happiness goes up when we start winning some more games. But if one of them transfers, it is what it is. It's unfortunate. But look at this guy. This is a guy that we've gotten through transfer. So I know how to find good transfer players and get them to play well. So really happy with Malik Hayes. Let's take a look at their stats. All right, Mark Graham's leading the way, actually. Wow, 15 and 6. Wow, this guy is an absolute beast from Cincinnati, huh? Very glad that we picked this dude up. He scores a lot of points, and he makes plays for other. Malik Hayes, we just looked at. Matt Weaver, he was doing good. He's coming off the bench and he's doing 12. Maybe he should be. You can see why I was thinking I might start this dude. And this guy was top 5, I think, in Memphis. So great dude. Rashad, 10 and 7, really good. Sword back, good. Bob Hicks, he's a great player, but you know we're giving him. I think we're giving him pretty good minutes, right? 10 minutes a game, you know. Maybe he's not getting as much time, but Matt Weaver, 15 minutes, and he's putting up 12 points. Like, I'll be like kind of curious. Like, if I put this guy in full time, how many points would he be getting? Oh man, this guy gets 12 points in 15 minutes. Wow. You know what? I love Malik Hayes, but I think I'm making a mistake. I think if this guy is getting literally as much production as our starter is in half the time, I've made a mistake. This guy, he's getting 14 and 7, and we're getting rewarded, but this guy's getting 12 and 3 off the bench in half the time. Half the time. Okay, he's played 23 minutes and he's done this, but yeah, I'm gonna go with my freshman. I trust my gut on that one. I think this will massively change it. Matt Weaver is a stud. I think that's gonna change. I think that's gonna change. Matt Weaver, the fact that he was doing almost basically the same production level as Matt with a whole 8 less minutes. Yeah, I think I found a jewel. And Malik will really help the bench. So hopefully that doesn't mess up the roster completely, but I think it won't. I think Matt has a huge impact on this team, and Malik will do really well off the bench. So that's a huge change. I don't know why you would change things when they're not wrong, right? But you also want to gamble and put the best players in, and I think Matt is, I think he's overall the better player, and he has more room to grow. So I don't want him to transfer. I don't mind if Bob transfers, but I can't have them both transfer. And Malik, he is here for only 1 more year. So as much as I need to look out for the team, I also need to look out for our future as well. Yeah, I mean, they're very similar players. So he's just a little bit more defensively on right now. But all right, let's go ahead and get through December. I don't think we have a really tough game. We have a out of conference tournament against Gonzaga. I'll let you guys know how that goes. We do have 1 road game, so we'll see if that gives us trouble. I do expect to beat Vermont, so we'll see how far we can get into this tournament. See you guys at the end of December. What up, guys? Making the adjustment, putting Malik Hayes back in as the starter. He has shown that he should be the starter. I've just seen this dude drop way too many 20-point games. I just seen him 20-point games off the bench. He just deserves to be the starter. When he comes off the bench, he dominates. Matt, he was doing pretty good as the starter. He had a nice 23-point game, but I think Malik was just a little bit overall more consistent, which makes sense because he's a senior versus a freshman. So we gave Matt some starting time. He should hopefully not be as pissed. Bob's probably going to transfer. He doesn't look happy. This guy is happy just to be on a winning team, which is good. Just checking my guys' Earl, for some reason, is not happy. He's just a weird dude. He feels like he's not contributing. It's like you are, but you're not just the star, you know. So I like my team. I like Malik Hayes and the starting lineup. We'll keep him there, and we're doing pretty good right now. We're 9-1. I guess I can go ahead and give you guys an overview since I've brought you here. We have 1 more game to go in December, but we've did pretty well. Remember, we've played a lot of bad teams, so you can't look too much into it, but we're getting the job done at home. We did lose to Gonzaga on a neutral court by 10. We're just not on that level of being able to be the top 10 team on the neutral court, you know. So now we got Vermont, but other than that, it looks like we're going to be 10-1, guys. So let's go ahead. I'll send past Vermont, and then I'll take a look at the SEC standings before we get into conference play. All right, guys, so we did take care of Vermont pretty easily in their house. We made it our house, so we're doing pretty good for the season. 10-1. We did have a let's be very honest, though. We had a very easy schedule out of conference, so It's going to be a lot more rude awakening when you have to face the Savages here. There is not a single team below 500 in the SEC. It's going to be an absolute bloodbath in here, and I hope we end up just somewhere here in the middle, within the top 7. That's kind of our goal, is to try to end up within the top 7. That would be the top half. That's our goal. Take a look at the stats. Malik Hayes, man, everyone's just playing well. Chris West, 9-4, 3 rebounds. I mean, everyone's just doing their part. Now, what we need to do is we need to, hey, we're first in points per game. That's cool. Sweet. All right, let's take a look at the schedule. It's going to be pretty tough. We get Tennessee again. Tennessee to start it off. Tennessee at home. Trying to see where we can sneak wins on the road. Maybe Ole Miss. I don't know. It's going to be tough, right? It's going to be tough. You know, I have no prediction. I want to see my team play. Let's hope we start off better than 2-6. If we can start off better than 2-6, I think that'll be good. I'll take 500. Honestly, it's a brutal SEC. I'll take a 500 record halfway through. I'll see you guys at the end of January. Welcome back, guys. Look at our record. Look at our ranking. I did not expect this at all. Wow, we absolutely are crushing for the first part. Now, I think we have a more brutal back half of the schedule with a little bit more road games and just tougher opponents. But, I mean, there was no indication that we were going to go 7-1. I mean, we beat Alabama on the road. Well, we crushed them on the road. We beat Vanderbilt on the road. We beat Kentucky on the road. We beat Alabama again. And then we finally have a slip-up against Ole Miss, which is bound to happen when your team is just riding hot. But we are beating some of the top-tier teams in their home courts. So we're 17-2, 7-1 in conference. I don't know what kind of team we are, but I don't know if this was just a lucky first stretch, but if we can replicate even something similar to like 5-3 or 4-4, that is still great. We won 17 games all of last season. We're already at 17 at February. We are number 1 besides Florida tie. We're tied for first. We're having a great year. I don't know if it's just a down year in the SEC, but Purdue with that crazy class is number 1 in the nation. It's expected. Actually, didn't they recruit even better this year? They're number 1 in the nation, and they have the number 1 recruiting class? Shoosh. Watch out for Purdue, man. Where did we finish? I think we probably got pushed down because we're only like a 9. Yeah, but we didn't. We only signed 2 people, but I really like who we signed. So, guys, let's finish up the season here. I think we could end up with. We're definitely gonna end up with 20 wins. Maybe like 22-23. Let's go ahead and see how we can finish off the season, and we're definitely gonna make the NCAAs, but we don't want to be one of those disappointing teams in the first or second round. We have Sweet 16 potential, so let's try and get there. All right, welcome back, guys. We finished up the back half of the conference schedule, and, you know, we've had a really, really, really good season, guys. I did not expect to win 23 games this year. I know we had a really good recruiting class. We had really good transfer guards, but I didn't think it was going to amount to this. But this is why we came to South Carolina, to prove everybody wrong, to prove that you can build a competitive program at the bottom barrel of an SEC school, and you can turn it around in a year or 2 or 3 and build something competitive. So for all the people who don't believe, you can do this. I have the recordings. You can do it. So we started off with a loss, but then we won 3 in a row. We beat Florida, number 4 Florida, on the road at their house. That's a huge win. We lost to Auburn, really close game. handled Mississippi State, and we lost a close game to Georgia to end it. So let's take a look at the stats here for the team. Probably Malik is on top, of course, right? Malik has been the best player on the team ever since he transferred in. I found this guy from Florida International. He was not a good recruit, top 700, but he was. I saw all these awards, and you brought him in. I wonder if he could compete at the SEC level, and damn right he can compete at the SEC level. He can do it really well. So, in the transfer portal, you got to look for guys like this who drop 20 and 5 and stuff like that at smaller schools. They do good at big schools too. Matt Weaver, hopefully he comes back. I think we're gonna lose Bob. Yeah, we're most likely gonna lose Bob. That's fine. But Mark Graham, oh what? He tore a torn knee tendon. I don't remember getting that. That must have just happened. That sucks, man. So we're going to lose him basically for the whole rest of this season and next season. Wow. Isn't that a crazy 11 points. Man, I hate it. The injury timings are so crazy, and he is injury prone. He got injured March 3rd. He's not going to be available until March of next year, which would mean we would already played the whole regular season. Oh, man. He's going to miss his whole junior year. This is somebody that might deserve a red shirt. I'll think about it. Wow. That's devastating to us, though. Absolutely devastating. So Chris West is probably going to have to help pick it up. Man, that's so devastating. I didn't even see that. That's so sad. Wow. Alright, so it looks like you're going to have to go up there, and then Andre Tucker's going to have to be the man to come in at shooting guard. That's how I kind of want to play it. Who's going to be the backup point guard? Yeah, I guess you, and then I guess you have to drop back down now. Wow, unbelievable. No, you can't. You can't have any minutes. Why would they even give him minutes? Come on, game. Wow, I'm gonna need you to play some shooting guard too, bud. I'm just going to leave the roster kind of as is, and we really just kind of have to ride our centers and really hope they can help us out, because I know Andre, he's not going to make a big difference at shooting guard. He's not a very valuable asset to the team. He is a good asset coming off the bench, but like, we'll see as a starter. Hopefully he can step up. That is so tough to lose. But did we win the regular season? Guys, we are the regular season champs. I mean, in the SEC, granted it helps that Kentucky had a down year. You know, Alabama's having a down year, but that's because we're recruiting really well. We're building really good teams, and you can come to a bottom barrel SEC school and compete. So I'm very, very happy. No matter what happens, I'm really happy. We're missing one of our star guards. That's something that's so hard to overcome. Is anyone declaring for the draft? None of our players. So, these both point guards should be back next year. Mark Graham's gonna have to get a red shirt so I can preserve his eligibility, because he's just not gonna be there. We lose Rashad, but we're gonna keep Matt at least. We're gonna lose Bob, and then we have our freshman here. Is he gonna stay? Maybe not. He's kind of mad that he hasn't really played. I kind of understand, but we gotta do what we gotta do. All right. Well, let's see how we can do in the SEC. Actually, let's take a look at the top 25. I know you guys like to see that. Purdue still on top. Gonzaga, so we did lose to them in a neutral court game. But Richmond Spiders in the top 10. Look at them. 26-4. Wow. What a team, man. 26-4 is very impressive. UNLV up there, and here we are. Temple, wow, 24-7. Charleston, another A facilities. It's paying off with getting great recruits to be able to do stuff like this. Yo, Dayton. So let's see who's on the bubble. Cincinnati's on the bubble. Wow. Illinois, Wisconsin. Wow. We're definitely gonna make it. They think we're gonna win the tournament, but we're gonna get in based on our schedule that we had to play. All right, guys, let's go ahead and I will pause it and we'll get to the first game of the SEC championship. Let's see what we can do. All right, guys, here we are, SEC tournament. Let's take a look at the layout. We are the 1 seed. We get A&M. No complete shockers, just a little Mizzou. Auburn making it all the way from their 11th spot. Florida, poor Florida, man, they fell off. But all right, here, guys, we get Texas A&M on a neutral court. We've always struggled on neutral court games. Our guy is out for all of the rest of this year and all of the rest of next year, honestly. He's going to get a red shirt. But all right, here we go, guys. Take care of Texas A&M. Let's see how far we can go. We're a top 15 team. I think we're capable of making it to the Sweet 16. Really, really close game against A&M, but Malik Hayes comes and bails us out. We make it to the semis. We get Vanderbilt. And Tennessee got upset, and Georgia made it through. Mississippi State is a slight upset. We get Vanderbilt. Can we take care of Vanderbilt? Let's go. We take care of Vanderbilt by more than 20 points. We easily handle our business. We are in the tournament championship game. Let's go, baby. Let's go, South Carolina. In my second year, can we be SEC regular season champs and tournament champs? We sure can. We beat Georgia, which is a revenge game from the game that we lost at the end of the season. We are the regular season champions. We are the conference tournament champions. We are the best team in the SEC in the year 2029. 2028 and 2029, that's our season. We are the best in the SEC in both the regular season and the conference tournaments. That feels so good. Now, let's bring all of this excitement into the NCAAs. Nothing would be more disappointing than to have such a great run this year in the regular season and to have such a great run in the SEC tournament. Wow, this game went to overtime. That's crazy. But nothing would be more disappointing than getting a first or a second round exit. We are a Sweet 16 worthy team. Let's get there. Let's go to the selection show, guys. SEC tournament champions. See, does it put it in here yet? No, I think it does it after the watch show. Kentucky has won it so many times. Nobody's even come close. And now South Carolina wins it. They've only had 2. They've never had it in this save either. I've brought them their 3rd ever in their history. All right, let's see where we get seated. This is an exciting year, guys. This is an exciting year for the Gamecocks. We have a chance to make a deep run into the Sweet 16. Anything after the Sweet 16 is going to be tough, but you never know. When that ball goes up in the air, you never know. Wow, we get a 1 seed. Oh my goodness. I did not expect a 1 seed. Wow. Unbelievable. So they expect us to make it to the Final Four. I don't know about that, champ. There's some tough teams out there. They put Florida and Tennessee in our way. Wow, way to make the SEC beat up on each other again. What is this? What is this SEC craziness? There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 SEC teams in this. Wow, I see how it is. They absolutely killed us. All right, guys, we're a 1 seed. Mississippi and Mississippi State play each other. Look at this. Come on. This matchmaking. Gonzaga. I hope we're there, guys. A 1 seed. That seems a little high for us, but we're gonna fight for it, man. I guess being the SEC champions, yeah, you have to get a pretty high seed to be the SEC champ, right? Wow. I'm nervous, guys. I don't now it's a lot of pressure. 1 seed, we got overseeded for sure. Well, here we go, guys. I will pause until we get to our very first game. All right, here we go, guys. Start of the NCAAs. We're 1 seed. Do not lose to the 16 seed. Whatever you do, just make it to the second round. Do not be that team. Do not be that team. There we go. We weren't that team. We made it to the second round. Great, great job. Whew. Now who do we get? Do we get Vanderbilt? Oh, we're going to get SEC on SEC blood. No, we get Oklahoma State. We get some new blood. All right, second round. We're a 1 seed team. We definitely need to make the Sweet 16 to even just like justify it. It's a close game. Let's go. Can we take care of business? Let's go, Gamecocks. We didn't come all this way to get knocked out now. Let's go. Yeah, pre-game speech work. We're going to the Sweet 16. Chris West bailed us out. He's taken up for Mark Graham being injured. And we get past Oklahoma State. We make it to the Sweet 16. That's the goal I thought was achievable. Make the Sweet 16. Anything after that is going to be a real hard dogfight. So anything, the Sweet 16, Elite 8, that's a dogfight to make it past those rounds. And then anything further is going to be icing. So we get Marquette. Let's go ahead and sim this and take a look at the Sweet 16. Guys, we're in the Sweet 16. That is so amazing. So Tennessee, so we don't even have to face any of the SEC schools. Marquette gets through. Florida here. Florida and Texas here. St. Mary's, small little upset. Let's go what happens here. North Carolina loses to Arkansas. SEC, baby. Creighton, wow, makes it to the Sweet 16. Congrats. And Gonzaga, it's pretty chalky over here. It's like very chalky over here. So Duke as a 10 seed this year, struggling, but they beat UCLA and they're into the Sweet 16. You know, Duke is a powerhouse program, so they're just struggling. But, I mean, now you can make a deep run anytime. So here we go, guys. That was it. Let's go ahead and get to the Sweet 16. Let's see if we can take care of Marquette and get into the Elite 8. This is kind of where I thought the ceiling was for this team when I saw how we played out. I know we're capable of being knocked off, but we're also a really good team, so I don't know which team's going to show up. The one that's capable of getting knocked off or the team that's capable of beating anybody on any given night. So we got Marquette. That is a tough game. We both have players out. Let's see what happens. I feel like we're the better team. Oh, let's go, baby. Come on. Let's keep advancing. We don't want to go home yet. One more round. Let's go. We handle them, Rashad Postel and Malik Hayes. And the Gamecocks are going to the Elite 8. We're going to the Elite 8. We're shocking the world. Nobody thought we would be in the Elite 8 at this time at the start of the season. Nobody believed it. And we get Texas. Wow. And Duke beats Memphis. Duke is in the Elite 8. They're making their own Cinderella story. It's the 1 versus the 2. And Arkansas made it in. It's the 1 versus the 2 here. And Arkansas beats K-State. San Diego State gets in. They can still repeat as champs. Gonzaga goes down. Richmond makes it through. Hello, what's going on? Duke goes. Purdue goes. Oh, guys, I am so nervous. We are in the Elite 8. This is the farthest if we've ever made it in this sim. Elite 8, second year at the Gamecocks. We've never made it to the Elite 8 before. And now here we are in our second year. We're at the Elite 8. We've turned South Carolina around. We have a great recruiting class. We're going to return a lot of great players. We're going to get some better players in the transfer portal. We're going to have to redshirt him. But we can get excited for this year. We have a chance to go very, very deep. Don't end here. Go to the Final Four. Don't end it here. Come on. Gamecocks on top. Let's go, baby. 30-win season is on the line. 29-6. Let's do it. Let's get there. No! No, we couldn't get there, and Arkansas upsets the defending national champions. We lose to Texas in the Elite Eight. It was a tough uphill battle. It was going to be really, really hard to get there, but guys, we made the Elite Eight in the NCAAs. We're overseeded. We're not supposed to be a 1 seed. Wow. Guys, let's take a look at your Final Four. Duke does run into the Purdue buzzsaw and get knocked off. Wow. I am so proud of our boys, even though we didn't make it. We made the Elite Eight. That is well beyond what I thought this team would be able to do this year. And I'm so proud to call myself the Gamecocks head coach. Wow. Richmond makes it to the Final Four. What an unbelievable. I know they're a 2 seed, but I mean that's such a shocking 2 seed. Guys, let's declare a champion. What an absolute crazy series of events. What a great run by South Carolina. We weren't even ranked in the top 25 to start the year. They thought we would finish middle of our conference. Yet we end up winning our conference regular season. We win the conference tournament championship. And we make an Elite Eight run. That's very successful. That should hike our prestige up a lot. I would be shocked if we don't go up the next prestige level. And what does that do for my reputation as a coach? It should do wonders. Who do we got? I'm going to go with Purdue and Texas. Well, Purdue was an easy bet. They're the #1 team in the country. Richmond, they're really, really good. But can you really beat the #1 team in the country? They shut them down by 30. There's a huge difference in that matchup. Everything had to go Richmond's way for them to get here, and Purdue just handles them. Texas does make it through. They shut down Arkansas, so it's going to be Texas or Purdue is going to be your national champion. Guys, I'm going to put my money on Purdue. They're the #1 team. They've been consistent all year. They get the job done. So Purdue is your national champion for the year 2028. They etch their name in history forever as national champions in the year 2028. Texas has another runner-up. They've gotten to the championship game, but they just can't get the job done. Arkansas close. Oh, excuse me. They weren't the defending champs. Florida State was the defending champs. Where's Florida State this year? They were like really off. I'm going to just take a look at that. But guys, I'm so proud of the conference. Or not the conference. I'm so proud of our team and the way we played. Yeah. Had a way bad year. What a rebound for us, guys. It was so close. We ended up losing to a team that made it to the championship game. So, very proud of the boys. I know it wasn't the result we want, but we overachieved so much. And we have a trophy, boys. We have a trophy. We have a conference championship trophy. And that is amazing. Guys, let's get to these awards. I think we should get SEC Coach of the Year. I think that's a fair title to give us. Matt Painter from Purdue. I get it. He deserves it. Nobody from South Carolina is going to be on the whole All-American awards, but in the SEC, Journeyman gets Coach of the Year, baby. We're now 170 and 95, 64% win rate. We get Coach of the Year in the SEC. That's huge. SEC Coach of the Year, that's huge, man. South Carolina, Malik Hayes, first teamer. Oh, I'm gonna miss you, Malik Hayes. You are the best one of the best transfers I've ever had. Nobody else. We'll take our first team all conference and our conference championship trophy and our Coach of the Year trophy, and we will definitely stock it up and show it to the recruits. That was a great year. Let's see the improvement. Let's see the season review here, guys. And then we'll take a look at our coach's skills, and then you guys know what we have to entertain. But I love this school, man. I love this school, and I love our recruiting class. It's gonna have to take something special. All right, guys. Here we are at the season review. We passed all goals. We went up by 9. We're a 2.5-star prestige school now. We succeeded. We went up so much with that Elite 8 run. We gained a whole half star, and we're almost to the next star, a 3-star school. That is absolutely incredible. What a run we've had. What a school you can build here at South Carolina. Another conference championship, a Sweet 16 appearance, an Elite 8 appearance. Look at this. Their history proves no way that they could make the Elite 8. Their history proves that they're just an average team. But you get the right coach in here, like Journeyman, and it makes a big difference. So let's take a look at our skill increase. It's 75-67. It went up 5, and they both went up 5. Wow. Scouting went up 4. Recruiting went up 4. Player development went up 6. Wow, that's amazing. And our reputation went up 7. Wow, that's a great Elite 8 run. We still probably aren't going to get the best offers just because it's all based on your reputation, but we're gaining reputation fast, and we're improving our skills fast here at South Carolina. And honestly, I don't want to leave here. Why do I want to leave here? I got the best. I can recruit great here. Actually, I want to spend some of this money. Makes sense. This is just me wasting money just to try and get better offers from the board. But I can't really spend all of our money this quick. But it's going to take something special in this job hiring to pull me away. I mean, I love this school. They gave me new facilities on my very first year. They believe in me. I never had a school believe in me on the very first year where I'm like, give me new facilities. And they're like, we got you. We'll back you up. I don't think they'll do it back-to-back years. That'd be kind of crazy, right? But they're like, we got you. We believe in you. And I like that, man. I got to show that loyalty. But I'm also always have my eye open out for opportunities, right? So is there anybody who would like to entertain me? Nope. Not a chance. Virginia Tech, nope. Providence, nope. No chance. None of these schools are interesting. I'm in a great place here at South Carolina. Alright, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. We had such a great run here at South Carolina this year. We had such a great run. 29 wins, an Elite 8 appearance. We win the regular season. We win the conference tournament. We make an Elite 8. We bring back both point guards. Granted, Mark Graham, he's basically going to be out all of next year. We're probably going to use a red shirt on him. Chris West is going to come back. He's going to be the leader at point guard. He'll be a nice solid anchor. Andre Tucker, hope he comes back. He should, and hopefully he can have a nice impact on the team too. Earl Walker, hopefully he can keep developing. He has 4-star potential. Hopefully he can develop into that and turn into a nice solid player for us. We do lose Rashad Postel and Michael Graves, but we do gain the 2 freshmen that we recruited who were absolute studs. They were absolute studs that we recruited at power forward. Plus we have this guy. He might transfer out, but we do have this freshman, Dan Richardson, who can develop. And then we have Matt Weaver, who has 5-star potential. This guy is the future at center. Hopefully he doesn't transfer. Hopefully he stays. But this guy is our future. He is a great scorer, rebounder, defensive ability has gone up. He is great, and we're going to lose Malik Hayes. We're going to miss this guy so much. He did so much great work for us, and we will miss him, and he's definitely going in South Carolina Hall of Fame. And then Bob Hicks, he wasn't happy with us. He doesn't like being on the team. He wants to go and take his talent somewhere else. I'm okay with that. He's a 3-star. I've kind of got a better evaluation on him. Matt Weaver's our future. So if we bring Matt Weaver, Dan Richardson, or one of the two freshmen that we bring in can come in and play. We got Reggie O's and Earl Walker to hold this down. We got Andre Tucker to hold it down, and then we have Chris West to hold it down. I think that's a solid squad, and any transfers that we can bring in after should be good. So I think we'll be A-okay. Guys, we'll do staff hiring next time. I think we're going to call it an episode. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope you have a great day. Peace.